Hey guys, today we're going to be working on page 163 and 164 in our Journeys workbook. All right, when you were in third grade, you learned about like present and past tense. When you get to fourth grade, it gets a little bit fancier here. So we're going to call it present participles. Say that word, participle. Okay, that's right here. And then we're going to read what it means. The present participle of regular verbs is formed by adding ing to the verb. If the verb ends in E, then we drop the E before adding ing. So they're going to give us some examples. So I have walk. There's no E at the end, so I just add ing and that becomes walking. That's the present participle. For move, there is an E at the end, so I'm going to take that out and then add ing. Okay? The participle form of a verb can be used as an adjective. Okay? Remember, verbs are action. Okay, just to review, and then adjective is a describing word. Just to review, because it's been a while. All right? So let's see how that works. If I can use a verb as an adjective. So the crawling ants looked very busy. So I'm using the word crawling to describe the ant. Okay? So it's actually can be used as a verb or an adjective. But in this sentence, I'm using crawling as an adjective. Okay? Let's look at the next one. Their scurrying bodies are all over the grass. So I'm using scurrying to describe bodies. So I'm using those as adjectives, okay? Or as describing words. All right, let's see what we're going to do today. They want us to write the correct form of the present participle in the parentheses on the line. All right, let's read the first one. So the forage means you're looking for things. Okay, that's kind of a forage. So I'm going to take the word that's in parentheses and I'm going to put it in the correct form. So the blank ants ran for cover from the rain. So I need to change forage into foraging. And I know there's an E at the end that I'm not going to use, so I'm going to cross that out, and then I'm going to add ing. Foraging means they're searching for things. Okay, the foraging ants ran for cover from the rain. All right, so you're going to be adding that ing, okay, to all of those. So watch for the E. If there's an E there, you don't use it. Okay, and then you just add ing. I think you guys will do great on this page. All right, you can do the rest of those on your own, and I will meet you on page 164. All right, so you're going to notice that we are doing participles again, but this time we are doing them in the past. Before we were doing them in the present. Today, this page is past. So let's read our directions. And remember, guys, it's really just past tense. If it's confusing you, last year in third grade, you did present and past tense. Okay, let's read our directions. Form the past participle of verbs by adding ed to the verb. And that puts it in the past tense. If the verb ends in E, same thing as on the other page, drop the E before you add the ed. But we have another rule. If the verb ends in Y, drop the Y and add IED. Okay? So a couple of rules there. So let's look at their examples. So this is the word in the present, and then to change it to past, I add, there's no E at the end, so I can just add ed. Now store, I'm going to cross out the E and add ed, right? So stored. Study, I have a Y. What do I do when there's a Y? I drop the Y and add IED. So drop the Y and add IED. So study becomes studied. Okay, Remember that the participle form of a verb can be used as an adjective. We talked about this on the other page that we just did. Okay, so all right, let's read these examples. Workers move stored eggs each day. So the stored is actually an adjective. Okay, it's describing the eggs. Next one is the ants must move to an expanded nest. Expanded is describing the nest. All right, let's zoom in here. Remember our little rules because we're adding that one with the Y. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing we did on the other page, guys. Okay, but we're going to put it into the past tense. So we are going to be adding ED. Let's read the first one. Blank, dirt, and saliva form little bricks for ant tunnels. So I look at the last letter. There's no E and there's no Y. So I know it's the beginning of a sentence. So I'm going to do a capital C. I'm going to change chew to chewed. Just adding that ED. Okay. When I look ahead here, I see some that have E's. And I don't see any that have Y's. So none of those. They didn't sneak one of those in there on you. So same thing as before, guys. Put the word in the past tense. Okay, and if it's at the beginning of the sentence, which it looks like a lot of these are, make sure you use a capital letter. All right, that is your literacy for today, guys. Thanks.